there's a question that rattles in my mind. This question is, am I worth it? And I think if we're honest with ourselves, that's probably also a question that you have asked yourself. And normal people would say, oh, you are so worth it, Danny. You're a great person. You're a nice person. You are worthy. You're not useless. You are kind. You is smart. And you is important. But honestly, I disagree with that. And before we start going to the comment section saying, oh, cheer up, Danny, I'm not depressed. I'm not sad this video is actually a happy video. Because my worth on my own is worthless. Everything I build up or gang up, how many views I get in this video will perish at the sight of where my value actually lies. And my value lies with Christ. In 1 Peter 2, it says that I am a royal priesthood, a chosen race, a holy nation. I'm part of something bigger than myself, and that's what's in Christ. In John 3:16 through 20, it says that God loved the world. He loved me so much that he came down so I won't be condemned, but be brought back to him. That God saved me from my own darkness. He brought me into light. That I become this chosen race, this holy nation, this royal priesthood. That I am now part of something bigger myself. That's something that I'm part of is God's will. And if I'm not part of God's will, everything I do on this planet is worthless. Everything I do or say is worthless. Anything I build up, whether it's an enterprise, a media outlet, a youth group, is worthless without Christ. Christ gives my life meaning. And when I start to doubt myself, when I start to say I'm worthless, usually because I'm in some type of sin issue, a sin of addiction, or I'm addicted to whether it's pride, whether it's lust, I'm addicted to something, and my life isn't where God wants it to be, and I start to feel worthless. But when I get back on track, when I start to follow God, all of a sudden, I have meaning. I have value because I'm part of something bigger than myself. And if you're not a Christian today, there's an invitation to come into this royal priesthood, to be a chosen race, to be part of this holy nation. There is an invitation, and that's Christ. But as John 3:20 or 19 through 20 says, there are many who won't come because they love the darkness rather than the light. They don't want Jesus. They don't care about Jesus. They don't care about what God says is good and what is righteous and what is holy. They care about what they think is good, righteous, and holy. And when you start to get down that path, it may give you temporary joy, but that joy will fade, that worth will fade, and your use will fade. But with Christ, your worth becomes everlasting. Your joy becomes never ending. And you will be used by God in ways that you can never imagine. With God is everlasting. With ourselves is always ending. Let me give you the ultimate example of this. I think this is where sin originally comes from. Is this idea between selfism and theism. And this theism is in God. Adam and Eve, during creation, before the fall, had one choice: to follow God or to choose their own path. And this choice was made in a tree. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God goes, you can have all this stuff, but this tree. And many people look at it and go, look, God putting restrictions on me. I can't eat from this tree. But no, he gives you everything you need. And he keeps you away from the stuff you don't. And you can have abundance of joy and abundance of fruit. You just can't have this one fruit. And this fruit is choosing to disobey God. And when Adam and Eve bit of that fruit, They chose their own path apart from God. They go, God, you don't know what's best for me. I want to choose what's best for me. And that's a sin that's behind all sin. Is this idea of choosing things for yourself and not going after what God has for you. And life would be so much easier if we always choose what God has for us. But that's a lie of sin. That's a lie of your flesh. The lie of your flesh is that it knows what's best for you. To pursue this because it's good for you. You feel good doing it. But God's like, no, don't do that. It's not everlasting. But we still choose it anyways. And that's what I have for you guys today is you have a choice in life. To follow God and what God has for you, or to follow what man has for you, or what your flesh has for you. Those are your choices. Which road will you go down? Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope it encouraged you in some way, shape, or form. If you are interested in donating to this ministry, there is a GoFundMe down below. I have made no money on it yet. I kind of hope someone gives $1 just to make my day. So if you want to be that person that gives me $1, there you go. If you don't trust me with money, there's always an Amazon down below. You can send me equipment that I can use to advance this channel. Also, if you feel like it, please like the video to let me know that you're encouraged by it. Don't dislike it because it'll hurt my feelings. Leave a comment as long as it's nice. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.